Well, greetings on this fine and glorious day. Doesn't matter when you're watching it, it's still a glorious day in my book. This is going to be one of those impromptu sermonettes. I don't have any notes. Just got home from running somebody on an errand. And two things happened that struck me as funny as I thought about them on the way home. So this is what triggered it. The first one, at a stoplight, a lady was eating what looked to be a Big Mac. And she was going, like she's trying to get the whole thing down at this one stoplight. And it's not a very long stoplight. I seriously doubt she'd eat like that around friends or family. You know what I mean. The other one, we got to a gas station, and I saw a member of a motorcycle club that is in the area. And I went over to introduce myself to him. I said, "Hi, my name's Velcro," and he said, "I know who you are." And I said, "Well, yeah, I thought you looked familiar, but you know how it is, all the bikers look alike," and he laughed with me. So on my way home, I was thinking about those, and then I was thinking about, I had somebody come to me recently, asked if they could play a certain song in our house, and I said, "Well, would you play it at church? Would you play it if God were sitting next to you? Then I don't mind. I don't like anything with foul language or suggestive, lewd, rude, socially unrefined, crude behaviors. But you know, I don't really care. It doesn't have to be praising God. My favorite songs happen to be songs that praise God, but I enjoy some others now and then. I like encouraging songs. I don't like, discouraging songs. Well, my mother was beating on the dad, and my wife divorced me, and I kicked the dog, and no, I don't like that. And then my mind wandered to, I've got a Christian brother that I love dearly, and he'll drink a beer at home. Not every night, but now and then, a couple, 2-3 times a week, especially on the weekends in the summer when he's barbecuing. He won't drink alcohol when he's out in public. So I started thinking about all of this, and I began to wonder, does a Christian have a right to a private life? Because of the ministries I've done, especially my free ice water ministry, my face is known to tens of thousands of people. I'm afraid to go anywhere in the world and not be on my best behavior because I don't know who's watching me. I mean, it might be somebody that knows who I am and what I stand for. And to behave disgracefully would be to bring shame upon the cross of Jesus Christ. If somebody comes into my house, and we have people come in all the time, I never know if they're coming over or not. I mean, our house is an open house, and somebody just comes over, and if I'm doing wrong behavior. And then I got to thinking, Paul says in the Bible that we're slaves, that God is our Father, He's our King, and Jesus is the Prince and our brother, and the Apostle Peter wrote that we are a royal priesthood and holy nation. If we are indeed servants of God, in terms of the slave concept, A slave has no right to a private life. The master knows everything about their life, or has the right to. At least that's the truth of the matter for slaves in most of the various societies throughout history. Does a Christian have a right to a private life? Sure, we can chomp down on a Big Mac at a stoplight. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little embarrassing if you realize somebody's watching you. We don't usually think about that in a car, but okay, I get it. But every place we go, everything we do, are we thinking that I am a light shining the cross of Christ? And I need to do it the right way, whether I'm at home or if I'm not at home. If you're going to watch porn on your computer, are you going to hide it? You shouldn't. There shouldn't be anything about our lives that we're hiding. It's just one man's opinion. But I challenge you to think about it. If we're a Christian 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 on the leap year. There is no time off from being a Christian. How many Christians think there is? More important, do you? Do you think you have a right to a private life, to have time off for good behavior? Or are you a Christian 24/7, 365? You are loved.